Okay. All right. I guess we're live. This is new. It's a new way for me to do the streaming. I like it. It's got some new features. I'm just going to be going over the Grease table today. Some of the new stuff with it, the modes and such. I got a lot put together for that I can show off. So that's good. One of the things is the rules. Very similar, exactly similar to Elvis, if anyone's played Elvis. Except all themed around Grease. Encore is now Grease mode. And the 5 modes are now themed around songs from Grease instead of songs from Elvis. Got that going. Yay. So let's go to the table here and hit play. And we'll show some of the stuff. So I brought down the audio pretty quickly there, only because I don't want, YouTube flagging it. Now, what is cool is I will pull it up in a second just to show you can change songs at any time, even when the game isn't playing. So the table's not live, but I can go and change the songs. Like that. So, allows me at any time to switch the track I'm hearing. Which is, pretty good, right? Right. So I'm going to bring the audio down again. Now, one thing that happens that's kind of cool is when you're switching between these modes here, is that the mode, when you go into a mode, the song starts playing for that mode. Rock and roll is here to stay. One that I want. Grease Lightning, of course. Hand Jive is the school, which this used to be the jailhouse. We Go Together. That was the All Shook Up. This is the One That I Want. Of course, easy, but that used to be Blue Suede Shoes. This was the Hound Dog, is now a jukebox. And Grease Lightning, Shoot Balls into the Garage. The garage was the hotel. Gifts from Danny instead of Gifts from Elvis. Top 10 countdown. You hear Casey Kasem say each number as you get each number of the top 10. You don't hear any of the song or whatever. We don't even know if the song names are going to display on the DMD. There is somebody goes by the name Baroka on the boards. He's working on retheming Elvis into a Grease DMD screens, which is great because I don't think I've ever seen that done. Skill shot. KZAZ instead of the WLVS top lanes. Danny drop targets again, same as up here. Mystery ball into the pop bumpers will change channels until all 3 TVs match. That's the same as Elvis. Extra ball, same. NBS is instead of TCB. National bandstand. So to double all scoring, those are 3 targets up the middle. There's also 4 targets of King, K-I-N-G, that are now pink, P-I-N-K. So, without further ado, the background you will see in this upper right corner varies depending on just each time you play. So when I start the game, it actually will switch here as well. Like that. There is a brief transition video that is going to play. Not sure why that didn't, but I'll have to make sure that's working okay. So when you're going in, like I said, you can change your normal music. So you'd have music playing. This is the extra hard skill shot. The other one is called hands free, and it's shooting it up into here. If you're sitting for 20 seconds or more in the shooter lane, the ball, it will, every 20 seconds, it will do a little video up in the upper right corner saying shoot the ball and show like some part of the movie, like the pink lady's there. This is a part where she goes, haul ass, kid. So while you're sitting around, you have all this kind of stuff, trying to clue you in on what to do. You can see a few things on the table here. This is the KZAZ camera from Hand Jive, from the dance. You also got the jukebox here, very similar jukebox that Sandy was using in the diner. I forget what it's called, Frosty something. Spinner says Grease on it. On the other side, it's Grease without the letters filled in, so it's kind of cool looking. And then we got Grease Lightning here up in the top, which, looks kind of cool. There is something wrong right there. I got to look at what that is. Might be a shadow or something. Up here, also, Grease Lightning is on here. The building, you got to hit the building here, and hit the door, and the door opens up. And I made it like a garage door, and it makes a garage door sound effect when you open it up. So to get the sound effects in, there is a way to do that. And part of what I want to show about the table is this cool new thing that I got, which is the ability, and I'm going to open it up on the other screen here, is what's called a pup script. So this is different than putting script stuff in your table. This is basically script stuff where it's a file called pupscript VBS, pupscript_VBS .pup. And what happens is this will interact with anything in the pup that gets sent to it. So if you send over a call such as one like this, E300, this doesn't do anything with it. However, in here I have code all the way down, and what that code will do is it's looking at a case statement of all the events sent, and I can say to do something with it or not. And I say on this one, case E300, if music's turned on, then go to pup playlist prior. Otherwise, go to pup playlist next. I have a lot of things in here. I have ones turned off, like this area, because I didn't end up using it. But basically, this is a way I control the music, because what's happening is at any given time, you're jumping from background music to single ball mode. You can also jump to a multi-ball mode. But you can also go background right to a multi-ball. So those are two different things. Now, when you go in the multi-ball, it may go back to background because the single ball mode may have ended while you were in the multi-ball, or the single ball mode may still be running because of time extensions from the mystery target. So you may go back to single ball mode here, and then it could go back to background, or you could even go back to another multi-ball. So it can bounce around quite a bit, and this is why I had to do it through a pub script, because it's not super simple. You can't just say, oh, okay, it's always going to go A, B, C, and then back C, B, A. Nope. When you shoot it in places like this and stuff, you're going to get a video that'll play when it says ball one locked, and it'll tell you shoot Rydell high again. If you then do that, you get ball two locked. You get a little video up here again. Depending on how you have your table set, and this is one thing I couldn't really account for. You, if it says ball two locked, then yeah, you're gonna want to go and shoot it in there again, but like that. And then the hand jive song will start playing like it is right now. And what you want to do in hand jive mode is you want to go and shoot enough of the lit shots to spell hand jive with an exclamation point at the end, or hand space jive, either way. And if you do that, then what happens is you can then shoot for the super jackpot at the school. Anytime you want in this, you can be shooting the school for regular jackpots. I just got an add-a-ball from the mystery. Mystery is a Sandy target, sexy Sandy as I call her, from the end of the movie. Not sweet Sandy from the early parts of the movie. But this whole point, or this whole time, you're going and shooting and trying to get these jackpots built up towards the super jackpot. And like I said earlier, Baroka is going to be working on it to where it'll be saying hand jive on the screen. It won't say jailbreak, so you don't have to just imagine it. It's actually going to say it. And that's going to be pretty cool. Same thing with these. Now, for the sake of the demo, I can actually go and set this up so that we have sound. And that's as simple as me going all the way over and changing the pup script I'm running right now. I have variables in here. One of them I can do is turning the music off. And what this will do is all music will be off, but the callouts will still be there. The starts of the modes, all that. So if I just go and hit save to that, start this back up. Oop, didn't mean to do that. But let me get the audio going anyway.
Music, music, music. And to start the day off nice and fine.
Now if I start the table.
This is the main brain, Vince Fontaine, beginning your day with the only way. Music, music, music. And to start the day off nice and fine, I'm going to play a new old favorite of mine.
Thank you, fans and friends and odds and ends. And now for you gals and guys, a few words to the wide. You Jims and Sal's are my best pals. And to look your best for the big contest, just be yourselves and have a ball. That's what it's all about, after all.
So I just noticed music's still playing, which is probably due to my music 1 setting not being set up for the beginning of the game. But what's cool is it's only playing the Grease song, but I'm gonna mute that down anyway. Put it at least really low. And then that way, and I'll talk a lot, and that way I'll keep it going. And hopefully you can hear some of these other cool callouts. When you spell Danny, you get a random Danny drop of somebody saying, "Hi, Danny," or something. And when you're in this mode and, you know, just running like normal, you don't get that. But the Sandy or the Danny thing, sorry, what I was going to say is the Danny thing lights up at the very top, in the top saucer. It lights it for whatever was lit when you spelled Danny. So those are a very tough shot off the very end almost of the right flipper. Left flipper. It's like almost off the very end there. See, even that wasn't enough. But if you start this, this would start up, should be starting up, and I don't know why it didn't there, but it should start up hand jive. Now hand jive mode, again, just like earlier, is the mode where you're going to be able to, or going to want to shoot lit shots as much as possible. Building up your multiplier is not bad. It's a good time to do that. Just let it go up in the pop bumpers and keep lighting the lanes. If you get all 3 lanes at the top lit, you advance the multiplier that way. And so it's just looping the Grease song. Like I said, that's just simply a matter of the fact that I didn't set my music off to care about that. But let's do this. I'm gonna go. I can show how that mode starts up. So one that I want, if you shoot it around the inner loop, it'll go like that. And then you shoot this loop. And then she'll say, "Tell me about stud." And you shoot it a 3rd time, which I just missed it. But that's how it does it. You're the one I want. Shoot left loop and inner loop shots for jackpots. So it tells you what to do. This, you shoot rock and roll is here to stay. Any switch hits cause bonus points text to appear all over the screen like that. So if I'm hitting things, you get things appearing. You gain pink slips. That's instead of the gold records. If you played Elvis, every so number of hits, you get pink slip. So I'm gonna stop the table there. Alrighty. So let me see here. I can do a couple cool things. What's cool is I'm gonna get this a copy of this file built out there to where it can be used by whoever wants to. It's not gonna be something where anybody has to contact me or anything and say, hey, can you send me that template? I'm going to get this available somewhere so that people can come in and use it. Down here, here's all the dimming, constants, and everything. Then as we work our way down, we have the sub startup. Those are the actions before D0. So anything you want to set up, I have a debug window here that gets configured. I got from Merlin RTP. He helped me with that. And if I turn this to a 1, I can see all the events that fire in my code here as long as I send an event to it. I just have to call this sub with, whatever the text is that I want to send to it. So down here, like I'll show you an example. Here's one, rate debug event, pup event number. So this is pup event D15, let's say it would say previous track. So in this case, it would be E300 previous track. But the table starting up and starting audio, that's because I forgot to do one simple thing. One very, very simple thing, which is in the, sorry, I'm just bouncing around here a little bit. Just looking for the section. After startup, it does this label init, sets up the playlist, and all of that. But in here, in here is where it should be doing it. So, I'll have to look at that after. But it's basically using the jukebox, which this is really cool stuff. Nailbuster created that allows you to use a jukebox. All the instructions that I know of are up in here of how to do it. Really simple to talk to, and you do have to, I believe hopefully I'm not wrong saying this, he'll let me know if I am, but is this, I do a pup player playlist add, and I add my background music folder so it knows what folder to use for the jukebox. A lot of screen label stuff, creating new screen labels that show in different modes. There's the jukebox. Mystery of War stuff, but I believe I didn't end up using this. I turned this off. As you can see, it's commented out, which is what these little marks do, the single quote. And then show bonus ones, garage mode, or garage status. It could be down here actually in D0 itself. Yeah. So here really what I needed to do was just something very simple, that is if music on equals 1, then boom. So by putting this into a very simple if then else, now I've taken care of the problem as far as the music playing when the table starts up. So I'll just go over here, go to play, and I get my crash that I get every so often. This is my computer up here though. I don't use it much for playing, so if it crashes every so often like that on me, If anyone knows what that is, let me know. There we go. Okay, so now I can turn the sound up. So you'll hear some call-outs now. So let's see. Just hit 1.
Hey, the rules are there ain't no rules.
And you'll hear these. I'm going to turn it down over here so I won't hear them that loud. But, all right. So, just fire the ball. You hope to get the lane that was lit or blinking. But like I said, with the music, this is all different. One other cool thing, and then here we go. We're in One That I Want, so we'd have that great song playing right now. I got chills. No, I'm not gonna sing. Yeah, the video will get flagged for a different reason.
Number 10.
So this, if you can hit the garage and open it, you can get a multi-ball going, but there I lost the ball. There's about 30 or so different ball loss sequences. There's a ton of ones for a ton of them for when you actually tilt the machine. Dangers, there's ones for those. So just created a ton of stuff. As much as I could from the movie is in here, you know. Let's see. Rock and Roll's Here to Stay. Grease Lightning. I can show the beginning of that here. If I get the ball up here, like I said, if you hit both those and hit this, then put the ball in there. You get 2 more times. Because I'm on home version, I think, is the rules I'm on right now. But that's up to you what version you run.
Come on, guys, let's get to work. Yeah.
So go up again and boom, and boom, boom. Come on. There we go.
Come on, guys, let's get to work. Yeah. Well, I could be Grease
All right.
Lightning. Grease Lightning. Grease Lightning.
So now we're off to the races. Now, if I increase the value of what I'm aiming for is the blinking white arrows, pretty much.
Special is lit.
So, pretty much, if I can get the other balls out of the way, it'd actually be beneficial. But you need to keep 2 alive to stay in this mode. Jesus. Oish.
Number 7.
Jesus, be with me. Help me. Ah!
Sandy.
But, oh, dang. If you increase the jackpot in that mode, it actually shows like little sequences from the race at the end of the movie at Thunder Road. So you do get that. Yeah, there's a lot in this table that is really fun. If you're a Grease fan, you're going to love it. And I even have something I'm adding for when you get a score, not the champion. So those should be done before it goes live. Probably releasing this by the end of October is my plan. I want to have it out there, you know, time for the holidays and everything. But this is where it's at. Also, oh, I forgot to point out that we'll bring that down. That the back in the back here, there is the strongman thing. The strongman thing where you hit it with the hammer. That's in the back corner here, and that's just there as a prop as well. But a lot of stuff to kind of get you into it. Rydell here instead of the jailhouse. This is the Rydell actually from the opening of the movie. So tried to make it very true to the table. New apron. Almost all the graphics were modified or redone by me, except for all the table. The original table art was Marty02, and I went through and cleaned it all up, redid a lot of it. Colors and such to just try to bring a different color theme in with the pinks and with the reds on the playfield and pink everywhere, the hot pink. I thought that was a good combination, added a lot of Olivia Newton-John. I think she was great singer, great actress, and for the ones she was in. So you have him and or her and John Travolta on the sign. You have her back here. There is the graphic back here, but when we added this, it kind of overrode it, and so it's sitting on top of the graphic. But I might move that someday. Back here is actually a hidden one of Danny sitting on a swing at the drive-in. If I had had better places to put some of this stuff, I would have. But instead, I wanted these two kissing here and then these two together here. I thought it was kind of nice to have the two, kind of the two main couples of the movie prevalent. And then, these are the main three things you want to complete to get graduation. You can get this Grease mode anytime if you can get all the letters. And they do build from game to game, so you never know where that's going to be at when you start playing. But I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good overview of this. Again, lot of modes, same five, but I just think with the Grease music and everything, if you're not an Elvis fan, then the table probably wasn't alluring to you. But with being a Grease fan myself, and all the stuff about T-birds and this cool, the color scheme being changed around, I think the table's a lot better myself. But again, personal opinion. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments, and you could sub if you want. Let me know what you want to see. I might do some more plays of other games that other people made, but I gotta say, this has been a labor of love. Probably spent over 300 hours on it to get it where it's at, but definitely well worth it. And if you have VR and can look in this little hole, there is like a little bit of a surprise in there, like a little Easter egg, but nothing major. And another one behind this plastic, and another one, like I said, Danny up here. So there's little Easter eggs here and there on the playfield art. So, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else to go over. There's the Danny one that you can't fully see because of the upper one. She's over here. Another one of her up there. This one is the one I really thought I did a good job getting in there. And then all these ones. I did add in this one of her singing and this one of Frenchie. This was already here. The car was already here. I did have to redo this whole middle though because I updated the table to be HD. So I believe you got a playfield that is 2250 by 5000. So that's pretty nice. And I did do WebP for all the graphics. So they're all relatively small. I believe the biggest image is 48 megs. And that's this one here, which is for the jukebox. And then you got the playfield, the plastics, etc. All right. That's about it. That's all I got. So I will see y'all later.